5 years ago, I teetered on the edge of losing my battle with mental health. Life had different plans, transforming my deepest pain into my greatest purpose. I'm Jenny, a 38-year-old yoga instructor and sound healer from Vancouver, BC, Canada. This is the story of my redemption turning pain into purpose. Until my mid-30s, I never understood just how much my traumas affected my everyday life. For me, trauma had stemmed from a very young age, which led me to a lifetime of spiraling in my internal chaos. Somehow, I kept surviving through another day, but barely holding on by a thread. I didn't know life was any different and thought that's how life was supposed to be. I had become a prisoner of my own existence. Each day felt heavy with a dark shadow cast above me. There was no sight of light anywhere. Yet how come they always say there's a light at the end of the tunnel? Maybe I was in too deep or not deserving to ever see it in this lifetime. I had become comfortable in the discomfort of pain as it became my best friend, my only friend. Masking my pain had become second nature, presenting a perfect facade to the world. I lived to please others as a way to feel accepted and validated in this harsh world. I was depleted from carrying the heavy load of guilt and burden on my back. My mind began to take over the narrative in my head, and my body began to physically break down all over. The physical pain was more bearable. My smile, merely a mask for the emotional turmoil I denied. I became a master of hiding my true feelings, burying my anguish so deep I deceived both myself and others around me. Life grew increasingly unmanageable and suffocating. I felt responsible for the weight of the world that began to slowly crush me. I felt my chest grip tighter and heavier over the years, and I could hardly hold on to the hopes of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I fell into the depths of depression. Its current swept me away. Adrift, I questioned purpose and existence itself. Floating aimlessly with no anchor, I felt so powerless and lost all sense of direction. I began to question my life and purpose. What was I here for, and why am I still here? As I began to sink deeper and deeper, losing touch of reality, on the verge of giving up, a flicker of light pierced through the darkness, urging me to confront the source of my deepest pain. With a renewed surge of strength, my body began to rise to the surface of the water. I finally took that gasp of fresh air like I've never experienced before. Colors began to flood in and fill my reality. From that moment on, I just knew there was no way I could ever end up back in that darkness and lose the vibrance of my life again. These holistic modalities allowed me to not just embrace moving into my body, but feel into turning my awareness inwards. Layers of trauma began to shed, and I couldn't resist the urge of curiously walking into the light of understanding and acceptance. Over the years, my journey was marked by small victories and setbacks, but with each step, life became worth living and fighting for. Now, standing on the other side, I am no longer a prisoner of my past. The darkness no longer defines me. It's a backdrop for the brilliance of resilience. I've redeemed my life by proudly wearing my scars as a testament to transformative power. Life is a tapestry of experiences, both light and shadow. Embracing the full spectrum of my story, I am grateful for a second chance at life. I share the message that redemption is possible, even in the darkest moments. Life's uncertainties emphasizes the importance of living fully in the present. My deepest desire and sole purpose is to hold space and guide those who are struggling or needing guidance through their journey of self-love and discovery. I share my story in hopes that it touches those who resonates with this story, to be able to hold space for you in your journey the way that teachers and gurus before me have. My intention is to support you with holistic ways to peel back the layers so you can free yourself from the burden of your pain and struggles. Join me to experience an enlightening retreat for you to begin or continue to heal, discover, and transform into the best version of yourself. Don't let life slip by you with no guarantees for tomorrow. Your greatest legacy is the imprint you leave behind once your time is up. Choose to be remembered in your best light. The power to change the narrative is yours. Your second life starts the day you realize you only have one. What are your deepest desires? Are you authentically breathing your best version of you and making the most out of your soul purpose in this lifetime? If not, let us help guide you on your journey. With love and light, namaste, Yogi Jenny Lee.